What is going on, SoFi fans? Welcome back to Trending Stocks. This day so far in the morning has been already a roller coaster. I'm going to give you a good overview of what has been happening, some of the latest updates, and where things might be going from here. Before I get into any of that, make sure you guys hit that thumbs up and subscribe. I always greatly appreciate that. And with that said, let's get right to it. So currently it is down 1.03%, although when it opened the market, it had a huge amount of momentum. So it did have a high of $8.66, and that was largely because of, in my opinion, 𝗖𝗓𝗡𝗡𝗖𝗧. So 𝗖𝗓𝗡𝗡𝗧 did buy recently into SoFi. So I think after hours today, once that email comes out, it'll be very interesting to see if she did double down her position today as well. But as you can see, it is tapering down with the broader market a little bit. And at the time of doing this video, there hasn't been any actual news, no SEC filings, nothing along those lines that I obviously haven't covered in a previous update. So it is just merely following the technicals and just the broader market. Although there was some hint of maybe some expansion coming. So as you can see, based on this, what Riley recently said, looks like based on some recent hirings that SoFi is undergoing right now, it does show a potential expansion into business banking, which of course is very, very profitable. Although the market might see it as a different aspect, because of course that would be increasing its risks and so forth. But again, I personally see it as a pretty good thing. I'm not a financial advisor though, so always do your own due diligence. And this is what they're talking about. So testing compliance specialist, commercial/small business operations. So in reality, kind of exactly what Riley did say about the expansion, or at least future expansion. So I'll give you guys a quick overview of some of the data points and, like I said, where I see things going. Despite the pullback a little bit from the morning, you do see a lot of calls being purchased. More specifically, $3.41 million in calls being purchased so far versus 1.45 million. So clearly, a lot of people are still anticipating it to go up from here. And looking at the grid, this is the call grid, so all the expiry dates, strike prices, it is anticipated to go back to around the $9 range in the coming weeks. So let me know you guys' thoughts. Do you think that is realistic or not? And looking at the puts, it's putting it around below $8. That's where usually the consensus is. So below $8 is what the bearish aspect is. And speaking on bears, I will give you guys a quick overview of what shorts are doing. Obviously, just using it as a benchmark. Short score is currently 67. Utilization is 67.93%. As far as what shorts are doing, they're increasing 219,000 shares, 11.58% of the free float's being shorted, and that works out to be 92.32 million shares overall being shorted. And of course, if you're looking here, big money has been getting in today, but not by the same amount that they usually have been. So today it looks like big money is just taking a step back a little bit. But of course, I think there's a lot of concerns starting to be brought up once again on a larger scale that might affect SoFi. But I think in general, based on the recent rally, 𝗖𝗓𝗡𝗡𝗖𝗧 getting in, clearly SoFi is doing something right. But that's just my own opinion, of course. So when it comes down to it, a lot of people want to know, where is it going? And like I said on my last couple of videos, SoFi has been doing a lot of good things, but based on the technicals, it did need to pull back and consolidate. And that is exactly what it did do, because it went from very much overbought to now a little bit more neutral, potentially. So if it does continue to trend down, then yeah, it'll get oversold. So right now it is at 48 stochastic. So there's a bearish sentiment as well behind the scenes. A number of retail investors have just been getting out, it looks like since the 15th. So they most likely are taking profits, especially considering if you are looking on a broader scale. Just to quickly zoom out from here, it has gone up quite a lot. I think everyone knows that. So most likely, I think there's been several different stages of profit taking, and this is probably why it's justifying this to go down. But like I said, a lot of people want to know, where is it going next? So currently it is at $8.19. So the next big resistance and support points that you need to know is $7.72, obviously support, and $8.71 is that next big resistance. And of course, it kind of did touch that a little bit. So the resistance being $8.71, it had a high today of $8.66. So let me know you guys' thoughts. I do feel that SoFi is really flexing, especially based on their recent earnings, a lot of the developments as far as the student debt, and more specifically 𝗖𝗓𝗡𝗡𝗖𝗧. There's a lot of good justification for SoFi to continue its rally up. And I do feel that a lot more analysts are going to be jumping on board, because there is roughly about 3 or 4 days left as far as within Q2. So once those numbers are locked in, then we can look forward to, I think it's maybe August, beginning of August or whenever it is, SoFi is going to be issuing their Q2 earnings. And then from there, it is unstoppable because they've had and will have probably, I think, 6 or 7 back-to-back home run earnings that people cannot ignore. I think this is also one of the reasons why it has gone up as much as it has, is there's just some people that are just now seeing SoFi for what it truly does offer. And this is why over the last little bit, big money has been getting in. Even more so on Friday, you can see right here, there's been a lot of big transactions. But again, let me know you guys' thoughts on all of this in the comments below. If you haven't already, hit that thumbs up and subscribe. I always greatly appreciate that. If you do like my channel and support the growth, take a look at my memberships, link in the description below, or just hit the join button at the bottom of the screen. With that said, I appreciate you guys watching. Let's all make a lot of money on SoFi.